able to, you should be able to share your screen there now.
That's it. Okay. Nothing seems to be happening.
Okay, just you clicked on share screen, yeah?
I said, oh no, I said it says got it, whatever it was. Hold on a second, I've closed down some of these things here. Oh, should have I cut you off?
Okay, the same link, if you get cut off, will work. I'll just pause this while.
Okay. I'm trying to bring these up so that you can see them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, share. That's, can you see?
I can.
Okay. So this is the desktop, right?
Yeah.
And these are the, and this is the drink sales, food sales. And I close that down. No, and go into VAT. VAT3 report. And I'm just going for 1 month because we've just started our new financial year. So the VAT figure should be quite simply 3805 for October. Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's do the same thing in, we have put in most of the information in the online. And the reason we're running it parallel because the figures I was getting out of it were nonsense, okay? So running the VAT 201 calculation report. And I will run it again just to make sure it's exactly the same. No, the custom run report. And I get a figure of no VAT on sales and VAT on purchases for 646.
Okay, and that's on, I'm not looking at, can you show me that one?
That's the other one is
One
now, the issue here is that on the desktop, the information is coming in from another piece of software called Lightspeed. It takes the information from the till.
Yeah.
And I have, they basically kind of, I've checked that and it doesn't, it has the correct VAT associated with drink and the correct VAT associated with food on Lightspeed. But it's not going into the VAT account, or it's not going into the VAT liability account. I don't know where it's going.
Okay.
And also, I noticed that the chart of accounts on the online. Let's see if I can bring this back up. Where's my? If I go to county chart of accounts. Prove. I'll let you in here now in a second.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm following what you're doing. Yeah.
Go to income. Like we have drink sales and food sales, and then when I run reports, a lot of this goes into general sales, but I can't figure out where it's coming from.
Okay. Can I have
yeah, go away. Off you go.
All right, so I'll just make that a bit bigger. So, did you give me a remote control? Yeah. Oh, you did.
I did. Yes. Yeah.
Trying to see if that moved. There we are. Okay, I'm just looking at that figure there first, 59,407. And you had a profit and loss over a moment ago. I'll just. And how long have you been using this particular desktop version? For years, let's say.
Oh, years.
Yeah. Okay.
I use it for other companies as well. There's never any problem. It's just that it's the desktop, or it's the online one that I'm having serious problems with.
Okay, we'll look at that now in a second. See with this.
Yeah, it's again the EWSS revenue won't be in on the.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it is 5.9.
Okay, so that's okay. All right. And click in here again. We're clicking into the drink sale.
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so that goes over as an invoice. Okay. Is that from Lightspeed or do you put that in?
No, we put that in.
You put that in. Okay, so I'm just clicking in there now. We'll open it in a second. Right, so,
It's just a standard. It's just a standard invoice. That's
yeah. And that VAT liability. Actually, no. Hold on there. I'll leave that there a minute. Right, so I'm going to put here actually. And you report the VAT on a cash basis,
oh
Maria, do you?
no, standard.
All right.
But
Okay.
we do it annually. We don't do it. It's
Oh, you do it annually, okay.
Yeah.
But you do it on where your sales are cash anyway, I suppose, but on the purchases.
yeah. It's not a cash basis.
Okay, all right.
Basically, what we do is that we record the sales. We record the sales through a cash account, and then reconcile the bank from that. But but revenue is just standard,
Okay.
or it's the standard VAT.
Did you know you had some other? I'm just going to look at this now. I'm going to change it. Okay, it's fine. And do you know you had some other report there? You said had zeros in it. Could you show me that one?
That's you see what you're looking for there. What you're looking at there is the desktop. But the problem is this one. I just cancel that.
Okay.
And click on this here.
If you want to click on it there for me, just
okay.
So, yeah.
This is where the problem is.
Okay, because when you did the other issue a few minutes ago, I couldn't see that. Have you two screens there, yeah?
Do I have two? No, I don't have two screens, no.
All right. Okay, so I'm still looking at the invoice on the desktop.
No, what you're looking at, you should be looking at reports.
No, not yet, no. I'm just on.
Okay. I don't know why that's happening. That's the invoice. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's sharing. Hold on a sec now. Waiting hold on now. Just waiting for camera to control your screen. You share. Oh, so you have to share both of them actually separately. It would appear.
Okay.
And share.
Wouldn't share that.
See it.
Oh, here we are now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So show me what you looked at before.
Okay, going to reports and we'll do the profit and loss account. It won't match exactly, but it's
okay.
It is won't make that much difference, but it'll give you the idea. Profit and loss detail, profit and loss. And then we are going, because And where's my run report? You just need to-
Yeah, you just run report there.
Yeah.
We'll do it, yeah.
No, so there's a profit and loss. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's drink sales and there's food sales and recorded is 48. I think it was 59 in the other. We may have not finalized this, but the drink sales are coming in here. Okay.
Okay.
Now, but the issue here is this. Oh, no, wrong one. It's back over there.
Okay. Okay, that's two. I don't really use him that much. So okay, so I'll just take over again.
But what is 201 anyway?
I don't know. I think that's a takeover from the UK.
But
Let's
is
have a
but what is the equivalent of the VAT3 report?
I'll show you now. You click on taxes.
Yeah.
So I'll just click on it there now again. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just looking what you have here. Yeah, so to be prepare return.
You see, the issue here is that I have not filed the VAT for the last year because it didn't make any kind of sense whatsoever.
Okay, so but you're on the annual basis anyway, are
On
you?
an annual basis, yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
And it's up, no, when it says annual, it's their financial year, which ends in September. So.
Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. We'll just have a look and see how this goes here. Just move that on.
You see, there's nothing there either.
Okay, I'll come away from there a second then. So we're going to edit VAT and settings. Let's change this to monthly a second.
That should be okay.
That's strange. I mean, you go back and have another look at those.
I could just go to chart of accounts and look at the VAT liability report if there is. Just go into.
Okay. Okay, there's two of them there, I see.
Yeah.
Let me just get this out of the way.
Why is there two there?
Yeah, so that is 20. Just further down here. Yeah, it's somebody might have set something up there. So that control. So normally, let me just have a little look over here. Yeah, let me see what I'll do. A second now, I'm just going to have a look at something here. See how it sets them up when they're blank. So I've just come over here to my own Irish one.
Yeah.
Just kind of duplicated a few things there. So I just want to remind myself how it sets it up. I shouldn't be stopping the sales though. So
exactly. That's and also the
okay, anyway, I'm just methodically, I'm not just moving around here for the crack. I just want to see what And it is, yeah, VAT payable, current liabilities, yeah. And VAT suspense, okay, okay, so the suspense is fine.
Not
Okay,
payable.
those two are fine. These two here. That's the two that can come with it set up. These three. You just, okay, I'm just gonna have another look at your tax area.
But the only person who would have made any changes to this is me.
Okay, and who set it up in the first place, Maria?
It's, I would have just imported the data.
Okay. Yes.
Oh no, hold on a second now.
So it may have.
No,
No.
unless Aidan did.
Unless that, yeah. Not being nosy, but sometimes I've been on these, and some people, wouldn't just to know who's on there. Okay, so. And maybe you're not imported the data, set them up, all right.
No, actually, no, sorry, I wouldn't have imported the data because no, I would have just taken the trial balance from the 31st of 30th of September 2019 and used that as the opening balance for 2000 for the following year. And I've run this through since. So if we go into, we shouldn't see we run a TB, say for the 30th of September 2018, you shouldn't find one.
Yeah. And do you enter journal entries, or does this come from Lightspeed?
The journal entries would have come from us. What happened was that it wasn't working. The Lightspeed figures weren't working, so I just deleted because of COVID. There was over a few transactions, so I deleted the Lightspeed transactions and put in our own invoices. But now that the business is back up and running, trying to delete the Lightspeed is a big problem. There's too many transactions. And Lightspeed is generally the figures that are coming in. We've checked the figures coming in from Lightspeed on Excel, and they're they won't be exactly the same because of various things happening, like discounts or somebody didn't pay or whatever. But in general, they're in the ballpark.
Okay.
They're 95% correct.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the problem is that, as you can see, the VAT liability there is 218 euro, but you can't see any figures like that in the VAT report. And it's coming in VAT liability, and should it be?
You see now, there's a few things here. Yeah, that really should be in the VAT control report, okay? That's the first thing. So if I just put, which is this one, sorry, the VAT, sorry, I should have said VAT payable report, should be there in that one. That's where that goes. We'll just see what you're doing with that 9% description, that's all right. A couple of little things straight off. I'll just put those there for a moment.
Do you know what, Kevin, just as I'm thinking, I think that perhaps what the best thing I should be doing is this, starting again from scratch from the 1st of the 1st, 2021, 1st of the 10th, 2021. Yeah,
there's a couple of things I want to be a bit sure of my ground. But I think I know your issue. I just go on taxes there now again. And let's open this again. All right, it's just Yeah, the funny thing is, and you'll see this on webinars I've done, it doesn't react well to journals. Okay, that's just the way it is with QuickBooks, and I've said it on a few of the webinars, and I've said it at trainings to other people as well. If you can avoid journals, now I'm an accountant myself, and journals are shortcuts all the time, and it just doesn't find its way into the reports that well. You'll often do journals and they won't show up in these reports, and that would be the same, funny enough, on the desktop as well.
Well, actually, so sorry, when I say, well, you see, when when it's showing up as a general journal, it isn't really a general journal. It is actually an invoice that we've put in.
Well, that when I clicked into the P&L there now, it looked like a journal to me.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was listing as a journal, but what we do is actually put in the invoice. If you click in there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a look again. So
Yeah.
I click on any of those.
Click on any of those. Now, if this could be Lightspeed figures now rather than,
Yeah.
yes, these are figures that are coming in from Lightspeed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lightspeed restaurant.
Yes.
Okay. And do they come in automatic like that, or do you have to pump them in?
Yes. No, they come in automatically every
Do
day.
they? Okay. Well, I'm just see their VAT exclusive figures you've done there, or whatever Lightspeed has done.
Yeah, this is where I think the problem lies, is that the Lightspeed is not picking up on the correct codes for the T1, but for the T1 and T2 on QuickBooks. It's picking up the 23% and putting it into a VAT liability, but it shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, let me just
It
see
should
that
be
one
associated with.
there.
It should be associated with either the T1 or the T2 account. So the journal entries, in fact, are at Lightspeed, not ours.
Okay. So here's your drink sales now. Let's have a look at some of this programming. Yeah.
See, it's not picking up. That's exactly what the problem is. They're not picking up those.
The way you're doing the desktop is actually the way it should be done on here as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the import may have set up a few new accounts. I wonder, can we just have an example here for a second? Who's this one? Drink sales. I'll just, yeah, because I know I'll go to food sales. Okay, and just in here, they're reduced, or they're second reduced, so they are at the moment. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll just do an example on this now. I'll go to plus invoice.
Zodiac.
Oh, yeah, that one there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just go back to the 30th, 31st rather. Okay, everything else is okay. So what I like to do is put them in inclusive, because that might be the way they land in the till. And I'll just throw in a big figure here. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
So 10,000 there. We'll see if it works. Yeah. So, and I don't think I'm giving you a load of extra work here. We'll see if this works and see what you think of it. And I'll just go 5,000 on that one. Okay, so down here, it's got 15,000, we'll say, in the till.
That's fine.
And the 2 VAT rates. I'm just looking up here again at my dates. Yeah. So that's fine. So I'll save and close that. That's all right for now. It's on your demo.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah. Now I'll just go into taxes again. Okay. I may have to log out. No, it's got the VAT there, you see?
Yeah.
Value of goods. Yeah, and if I click on that, so just check it's got those 2 amounts of sales coming in. Yeah, it's got the 9 and the 23.
Yeah,
That's the VAT exclusive amounts. I'll just look at that amount there for a second. That's 8, 9, 10, 12, about 12.6. And we'll just have a look at the profit and loss.
you need to do the profit and loss for the 30th or the 31st on its own.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's those two there now. So that's the way you want to see it, really, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Think for a second now. Yeah, it's the journals that are throwing it out. It's just it's not even a failing. It's kind of an audit thing. That journals, like always when, like I'm an auditor and I hate it, right? But you're always looking for someone doing journals because it's a way of making things look right or covering things, you know, other slick accountants, you know. And that's what's upsetting it here now, without me knowing this. But anyway, there's your solution.
The solution is to actually enter in the sales manually, and but other than that, there's
well, just go down to
we'd have to go into every transaction on Light that comes in from Lightspeed and change.
No, you can't. You just have a look at that payable here to just take it in as well, by the way. That's why we're here. There, so this, like your bills are finding their way correctly in here.
Mm-hmm.
So that, yeah, those are the two big ones, I think there. So I'll just click on that. Yeah, that's those are my ones. No, those are your ones actually.
Yeah, those are mine. Anyway, I'll delete.
Yeah. Yeah, are those, let me see, I can check it myself more.
But the other thing is, Kevin, I am not happy with the chart of accounts either. Like there shouldn't be two VAT liability accounts.
Yeah, so only ones you need are the VAT control and the VAT suspense. Sorry, the VAT payables, apologies, and the VAT suspense. The suspense will cover the payments, and the VAT payable will be the net VAT purchase minus sales. And the way out of that one, I'm just having a look there to see. There's a good few things in there that are just in your way. I noticed them earlier. I'll pick one offhand because there's a, say this one here, equity and earnings of subsidiaries, these type of guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you type in a need, like that, it'll jump up. So all you do is make them inactive like that.
Okay, you're right. Anything, yeah, exactly. I can go through that list to make the things inactive.
Yeah.
But
Just
where there is items in it like that has the same. If you go down again, you have the VAT liability, and I noticed that when.
Yeah, where were they again? I go by them. VAT down here.
Yeah,
somewhere.
keep going. Yeah, just keep going. You'll see that the VAT liability, for some reason or other, they're slightly different. They're aligned differently here, so there shouldn't be two of those, and there's figures in both.
Yeah. Now this one, this 20 here, are also in that 27 up there. Okay, because this is a sub account of that. And really, it's a matter of.
Oh, sorry. So that's just a heading. The VAT liability. That's just a sub account of.
Yeah. So this 20 is in there. It's not double counting. It's just in case you wanted to.
Yeah. No. If it's just showing that, why is it a sub account?
Yeah.
Okay. If I went in and took out the sub that made that account, remove the sub account, it should allow me to delete the other one, or to at least make the other one inactive.
Exactly. Now I'm just trying to think of, you were thinking of going back to the first. We just have a look at one of these journals again. See what would be the easiest way, because yeah, I'm just really not any food and drink sales. And then this is the money in the cash account. So, oh yeah, okay. Now
the issue here, sorry, if you go back there again.
Okay. Yeah.
The issue here is that these figures here are actually not going on to against the T1, T2.
These figures here.
Yeah, these two, this figure here. See, it's just 23%. It's not in as standard.
Yeah, because of the journal, it's not coming in on that return.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's another report there. Now I want to move you away from it anyway. Okay. So I'll show you where it probably is showing, just so you kind of know where to look. I'm just going to reports. There's one there, the VAT liability report. We'll just see does it show up in that one. Down here. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, October, December. We'll just see our others.
We do it for.
See. Be any of these. Okay, I'll go into that one. Maybe it's not showing up in them either.
That's the one that you have done.
That's the one that I've done, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the journals. No, actually, it's not showing up in them. Yeah, they're dangerous, the journals. You know, how would we get the light speed? If the light speed is coming over automatic, probably. Are they coming over once a day, Maria?
Yeah.
Or once a day? Okay. There's I'm going to go to chart of accounts again for a second. I just want to look at that banking section. Up the top here. So there's a few accounts. So I'm kind of from this background myself, this type of business. So the till might say 2,000. There might be 800 in the till, and the other 1,200 is on credit cards, and that's coming the next day or two. Is that how it works?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So these two bank accounts, are they working bank accounts or what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. The cash account, I know what that is. What's this about then, this one?
This is to control the amount of if it says that there's 1,200 coming in.
Yeah.
In credit cards, that we want to see 1,200 appearing in the bank account. So we have a control account just to look after that.
And is this the same?
No, that's the standard day-to-day credit card purchases.
Oh, yeah, purchases, all right. Okay, so cash account. And the petty cash, it might be.
The petty cash is whatever he actually pays out of the till.
Okay. All right, so the way you would enter it, I'll just go to plus again. And I'm going to bring up that invoice I just showed you. Okay, and then we might just see, can we do one of those journals easily without it breaking your heart with work, you know? So there's that 15,000 guy I had. Okay, so they're sitting there. Let me just see the one that was right behind them. This one. Okay, yeah, we saw this a minute ago. Let's see the next one. Oh yeah, so you've been entering the sales on the invoice basis anyway, have you?
Yes, because that's the only way that we could actually manage to get the figures in.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So those, let me just think back to these journals then that are in the way. Are you?
But again, we can't go. You see, I can't. I can manage it up to what we're doing is that up to the end of October. We're just trying to manage it manually by deleting all of the journals and just putting in the invoices.
Okay, but that's fine. That's the right thing to do. Okay, so
but again, that means that, you know, kind of there's 30 transactions at least 30 transactions every month that we have to delete. because from Lightspeed, and it defeats the purpose of having Lightspeed there in the first place.
Yeah. No, I haven't dealt with Lightspeed before today, so.
Did you say that some of your clients are in the catering in business?
Yeah, they are, and we've just been demoing one called the Good Till Company, which an equivalent to me in England was using, and it seems to be working very well. And that was integrating, but that seems to be going good. Now we're not pushing it yet because we want to get a bit more expert on it. But Lightspeed, probably the solution would be with the Lightspeed guy. I'm not sure what my solution yet is with Lightspeed. The ideal would be that it would set up an invoice like this, or even a sales receipt, not go into journals. That would be the ideal.
Have you come across Lightspeed before?
No, never.
It seems to be an American company.
Yeah. I might just, out of my own interest, just contact them and see, can they. It would need to set up the invoice really for the reporting to be reliable. That's what it does. Yeah. Invoice or sales receipt, either is fine. And because the whole journal thing, it doesn't give you any real information, you know. So. Yeah,
but also it just makes nonsense of all the figures. Like you just don't know, you know, kind of when you're looking at it, you don't know what you're looking at.
Well, exactly. The second thing I want to say to you is when you go in this route, do you know the way you would bank and cash and all that stuff there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is you need to go, okay, you've got payments in there. Let me just see how you handle that one. So you receive that amount and you put it.
What we do, in fact, is that we have an Excel spreadsheet that we list down all of the lodgements. We record all of the lodgements coming in.
Yeah.
Against the sales, and at the end of the month, then we mark the invoice as being paid by the amount of cash we've actually got in.
And do you work every day for this business, or once a month, once a week?
Oh, every day.
Every day. Well, you know, it wouldn't be that big a deal, I'd say, to put in the sales invoice every day. You know?
Yeah.
You'd have daily sales, you'd know what's going on. And then the thing is, when you're at this receive payment part, at the moment you've applied like all the money has come in and it's all been put into the bank and cash account. It's actually gone into the cash account first, okay?
Exactly.
And then you've transferred some of it, I'd say, to these accounts.
You know what exactly what we do is that we would then we mark the invoice as being paid through cash.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we reconcile the bank, and the balance on the cash account then at the end of the month should equal the float plus whatever hasn't been launched.
Okay. Yeah, you're going the right direction. I'm just trying to think with my suggestion. Let me just have a look at that bank and cash account there a second. So, have a look up here. So it's going in there. There's not many accounts up here, mind you. So I'll talk more up here. I might have a look at that in a second. Cash account, let me see again. So look at what's here again now. Okay.
Bank of Ireland current account we don't normally use. It's just to feed a loan account. So that's okay. All that's there for. The main account is the AIB current account. Okay, and the cash accounts. They're the two.
Okay, I'm just going to move that one. That's more visible to you. The cash account. Okay, so I'll show you this dashboard now. Just log in. Yeah, they're here now when you open up. Okay, that's really where you need to have them. And that. So there's your cash. There's your AIB account. I've taken them out of this bank and cash accounts. If you weren't against it, and you seem to be very with it, compared to some of the people I deal with, this bank and cash accounts is kind of a summary of all the other accounts, but it's not actually an account at all. If anything, it's in your way, you know. It's no harm to have the accounts you're dealing with up here because they're in your face as soon as you open up.
Actually, I make the other one inactive.
Yeah, so I'll do that. And you haven't connected the bank accounts in, have you? You don't want to do that, do you?
Sorry, say again?
You, let's see now. Inactivate. Okay, I'll say no on that. I'll just pull these guys out. You didn't consider connecting the bank accounts on this directly with your bank, no?
No, I hope that's up for, you know, kind of, but to be perfectly honest, as you can see from the grey hair that I have, I'm not going to be kind of, I would need to get someone who's good enough to look after this. And I haven't come across anybody yet. So I'd have to organize myself.
Yeah, don't be knocking yourself like that at all. You'll be fine. That's only an excuse. I'll tell you why.
Basically, yes, it would be a good idea.
Maybe just try it with this one, Maria.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll just see that one that's still there. I'll give it a minute. If you have online banking or internet banking,
we have, yes.
Yeah, it's worth doing it just because the bank control everything. Okay.
Okay.
So there's no QuickBooks won't go in there and do stuff or anything like that.
Okay.
But every day or two, it'll always be kind of a day behind unless you press update. But the money coming in will be looking for where did I get this from, and the money going out will be saying what bill did I pay, and it matches up. It does some of the work for you, and as you get more used to it, it's really effective. Okay?
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I need to, yeah, that's a good idea because basically, kind of, this credit card coming in, we put it into this credit card payment control, and then we match it against the stuff on the till.
Yeah.
And the cash, yeah, no, yeah, okay, I understand, but I need to. But the main thing is to try and get this
working right here, yeah.
This thing working correctly, so that that's the first thing I need to do is to sort out.
Okay. Well, it's quite quick now. See this transfer here? Was that the day you set this up? Yeah.
No.
Can you see?
That's transfer. What was that transferring? Where's the other half of it?
Look in there. There was a transfer from bank cash into the AIB. So maybe it's from.
Yeah, so that was the lodgement. That was the lodgement in August. That was the lodgement.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm just trying to get to a point where we can make that bank and cash thing inactive because it's just in your way. Accounts. One there, it's it now. Okay, so at least now when you come on, bank accounts
are coming up there. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
that's fine. So there's
yeah. As I say, the first problem I have is getting either how to get around Lightspeed. And if we could do that, I really think perhaps we need to start again.
You might have to start again. I might just email Lightspeed and see what they say to me. I mean, I'll have a look at it there because all these journal entries. Look at this one, the Perse now. Let me look at that one. There's a lot of good detail coming down there. So
yeah, there is, but again, it's not coming in correctly.
No, it's not, and These items here, desserts. Lightspeed does each of these individual ones, yeah?
Yeah.
Does it? Wow.
Mhm.
Um,
Do you want to have a look at Lightspeed?
yeah, do for the crack, yeah.
Hold on.
I'll close that.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
forget to delete that transaction I put in later.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm still looking at QuickBooks here now.
Hold on a sec now with the division for. Sure. Okay. Can you see now? You still looking at QuickBooks?
Still looking at QuickBooks, yeah.
Okay. You share. Now, can you see?
I think it's still QuickBooks I'm looking at.
Okay. Can you see connect to Zodiac? Are you looking at
No.
QuickBooks?
I'll tell you, I'll stop sharing and maybe you reshare it. Maybe try that.
Okay.
Okay, so stop the share and then you can
Let's go
another
back.
go in.
Now, Murphy's Law, and where are you going is the question.
So you'll have to click share screen down the bottom again, and then
To share screen, okay. Here we go. And right, okay. Share screen. Share, okay. Now, can you see it now?
yeah, I can.
Okay, so there is, let me move you over here. General settings.
Oh, okay. Good woman. You see this thing here on the left?
Yeah.
Summary sales receipt, itemized sales receipt.
Ah, well
Okay.
done.
I think that's where we need to be. Just click on that question mark beside the itemized. Well, the summary would do us, I'd say. Book sales by category, taxes, payment.
Yes, okay,
Yeah,
I
that's the
am
one,
well
yeah.
done. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's God, yeah, that's looking good now.
So if I click on summary sales receipt, because I don't need an itemized one.
Yeah, the summary sales would be more than adequate. So click that there, just in case it looks for passwords or anything. Okay, let's see. Do you do class tracking? I don't think you do. I didn't see.
No,
No.
not customer.
You see this thing, track sales, track and tax in QuickBooks.
Yeah.
Click on that one too.
No, that's not.
Not moving, you know.
No.
Okay.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And just click on the question mark beside the word track. There, that says turn this on if you wish to use the sale. Okay, that's a definite. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay.
Okay. And just move. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Apply that. So.
Okay. Apply.
Now we might have to. It might be worth you checking back with me in a day.
Oh, I will. Yeah.
And we'll see.
Oh, okay. Now it's saying that there's 16 issues here. Hold on.
All right.
QuickBooks items. All right. Okay. So I need to go down through all of these. and
we'll just see what it's doing here. So appetizers, QuickBooks. Oh yeah. So that would go into food sales.
exactly.
Okay.
And that's appetizers,
The
food
bar,
services, again,
okay,
drinks.
yeah.
I need to go down through all of these. Okay,
Yeah.
make sure that it has, and to deal with the taxes as well.
Just click on the word taxes there as well while you're there and see what it says. Okay.
Tax exempt rate.
Okay, so a few things here. So the 23%.
Yeah, well done. This is worth my €75.
Is, yeah. So that 23% is standard. You click on that one, right?
Yeah. 23%, exactly. Well done.
Yeah.
This is definitely worth the effort. Yes, that's
Yeah.
standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's second reduced, of course. Yeah, you know all this.
Second reduced.
Just go down one more. Yeah. No, the next one.
And the next one, and then we're going to, we'll put that in as tax exempt rate is 0 or exempt.
Exempt. Just the second reduced R. Just make that one second reduced.
That's okay.
The R is for a purchase. Yeah. You just look up there.
Well done.
Yeah. Just looking up there, make sure they're all. That's standard. See the built-in one there, 21% tax. Make that one standard as well.
21%.
Yeah, because it'll change depending on the date itself. Okay. So if it's before 31 March, it'll call itself 21. Yeah. That's
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well done, Kevin. Thank you very much indeed. You have really sorted out my problems. Hopefully,
anyway. Well, I think the thing to do now is if you work at that and maybe just drop me an email tomorrow if it's going okay, and we can always check back in with you. Okay.
Absolutely. No, I will. Now again, as I say, I will check back with you.
Yeah.
But you're a useful chap to know.
Yeah, but just for yourself going forward, you know, we do simple enough support plans, you know, from 49 quid a month. So, but if I was you, I'd have your client pay for that.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Yeah. No. The kind of it would come directly from it would come directly from him.
Yeah. But that's okay. So there's a couple of things there now. It's going to come in the right way, we expect.
Yeah.
And because it comes in the right way, your VAT will start to work properly. Okay. And so will the profit and loss, and the journals. The less you've in there, the better off everyone will be. Yeah.
Well, that's right. Listen, tell me, you know, kind of to what extent do you are you a fully qualified accountant and do the returns, etc., etc., etc.?
Yeah, I'm ex-Price Waterhouse and was abroad and came back, and I've been on QuickBooks for 20 plus years, and I've gone through all those desktop versions you have, and we've moved online ourselves initially, just to test it out, and a couple of clients about 6 years ago. So now we've about 200 clients on this, and from the least, to be honest, the older the person, the easier it is with them. It's the younger ones that are a little bit, sure, I can do that myself, you know. So QuickBooks pay me every now and again to do webinars, and we're working on the postponed VAT at the moment with them and a payroll system. So we're the Irish consultants on that. But
do you actually file accounts for some of your clients?
Oh yeah, loads of them. Yeah, I'm an auditor and I'm trying to get out of audit though. Yeah, we do accounts, tax returns, corporation tax returns, personal tax returns.
And what would be your you know, kind of your ballpark figure for doing somebody who has a turnover of 2 million, well, 1.5 at this stage because
of the pandemic. 1.5. I'll show you how we price it up actually, just so you've half an idea, and you can. So we keep I asked a guy in Limerick that once, and he said he just looks at their bank account and charges as much as he can, you know.
That's me with some of my small clients.
Yeah, I know. We have this pricing system we got in England. So you wouldn't know any of them now, but they're all clients now. We've sent out prices to. So when we're pricing them up, depends on a few things, okay? But we'll just say you said 2 million there. So we'll say it's a company. We like audit exempt because audit has gone terrible.
Exempt, yeah.
So say 1 to 2 million in sales. We'll say it was January to December 21. So we put in all the real stuff, and then say we just we'll pretend we're doing yearly accounts and that, right?
Yeah.
So we've 5 grades, and grade 5 is the worst grade. They're not online and the one just do everything. All right. And then where we try to get them all is up here 1 and 2. So they're online. We like this thing called Dext as well. The banks are connected. They've done some training with us, and they're good at keeping things up to date. Or else they're a bit like that. But they mightn't have their bills connected on or their banks, but they're kind of up to date, or else they're online but behind and need help. So depending on which grade you're on, so let's pretend you're at grade 2. Well, we'll go grade 1.
No, we'll go grade 2.
Okay, well, we'll go grade 2. Anyway, once they're online at all, there's a 50% discount, but that reduces to 25% if they're not using another program, which I highly recommend. I'll talk about that again. Corporation tax return will be the same. Yeah, and the annual return of the company's office. We're beginning, a lot of people ask about monthly accounts at the moment, so that's it. Then it depends what else they want. The company's office filing. You can see everything there, like it's all very transparent. I press the get calculation. Wow, that's a big figure. 4920 plus 1500, 60 for the annual return. That'll be 6,500 for a 2 million place there. Plus that.
That's pricey.
That's pricey, yeah. Yeah, on that one. But like if they were, watch this. Where is I again? Create proposal. Where we want them to be, okay. We want them to use this other program called Dext. It works brilliantly with QuickBooks, okay. The photograph, it sucks in all the purchase bills and claims the VAT in them, okay. So we want them on that. We want them to have done some training. Now they're at a 50% discount. Because we can watch it going on all the time. So see that?
Yeah, that makes a significant difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this other program, Dext, and I was talking to the account manager just before I came on to you, by the way, because there's something we're working on. Now you're gonna love my next line. We're pushy. Unless the client is making money, we're not happy about it. So here's all our clients on this Dext thing, but I'll just show you my own. Okay. And there's 4 ways of getting the bills in. You see these bills here now. I'll pick one which I know came in. Yeah, eFlow. Okay, so eFlow. It goes and gets those bills itself. Okay.
Okay.
And claims the VAT on them down here and sends them up into QuickBooks when I press publish. That's that one. Then there's a second one. Now this is worth you looking at yourself if you never hear from me again, you know. There's another one called Fetch. Well, eFlow, sorry, is on Fetch. Where you put in your username and password. It'll go get the Electric Ireland bills, the Vodafone bills, the 3 bills. Bring them in here. You've got a copy. There's no paper. And it puts them up into QuickBooks. Everything is shredded.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You give them another one is you give them a separate email. That's my one there, kevin.barry@dext.cc. And if someone emails you a bill, which is very common, you just forward it to your own dedicated email address, and it's straight away it's in the account. So there's no printing or anything like that again. And
this is something that, you know, kind of this young lad who's actually currently running this business would absolutely love, and it's something I would like to.
Yeah, it's an absolute winner. And then the last, well, there's a fourth part, but the third part is we give you an app on your phone, and you photograph it. And I'll show you one like that because I was in England there.
Yeah, this is like, you know, kind of if I want to do the layer health.
Yeah, you just photograph them like that, and that won't fade. Do you know the way bills fade, Maria?
Yeah.
Like that won't fade, but what you're looking at there. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we roll them like that, it actually attaches them into the QuickBooks directly. I'm just seeing, do I have one of my QuickBooks that's there? Here's my That's an Irish one. I'll just.
Right, if I wanted one of your lads to come and organize this for me, rather than have me sit down, you know, kind of and do all of this, how much would it cost?
600 setup.
Okay.
Plus that, yeah. And that includes the training and 30 days unlimited support.
Okay, let me talk to Jamie about this. Let's see that we can get Lightspeed working. If we can, then, you know, kind of it's something that I need to consider.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the stuff, the great thing is you know about it now. Do you remember I just showed you some parking there?
Yeah.
So that bill now I paid for Ryanair parking the weekend. I brought my mum away on a horse racing trip. But I just gave Ryanair the special email and it put, this is QuickBooks now. I put it into that text and shot up here up into QuickBooks straight away. Okay.
Okay.
And there's the receipt for it. And there's the VAT net claimed. Yeah. So what you find is you aren't losing as much, you know. So, and yeah, listen. I mean, do your own checkout. There's you know, you'd have to buy that program every month, and if you're going, are you still there? Have you gone dark? Are you? Or am I meant to be sharing?
No, I seem to have lost Mike. It happened.
That's all right. Yeah.
And you know what I look like anyway.
Oh yeah,
you can hear me. That's the main thing. No, I don't know why my camera seems to decide she doesn't like looking at me every now and then gives up working.
Yeah. Now the program will cost a bit every month too.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give you a great bit of advice. Who are they? Relate sell the same program in Ireland, right? But they sell a bargain basement version of Dext, and it's so bad that in England they've stopped selling it. Okay.
Okay.
They just got it to go in here. So the version I have there is the one you want. Okay. And but if you want to, you know, if you say, oh, like another, I was at a conference and they were pushing Dext. It was a crap version. You photograph the bills and then you have to say, oh, that's from Ryanair. Oh, the total is, turns you into a bookkeeper, you know, and whatever you and me, you'll find business people won't have the time for all that. They just want to photograph it and throw it away. So if you look on our website, you'll see they're genuine testimonials. You might know one or two of them, and most of them are using this.
Okay.
So.
Right, Kevin, this was a very worthwhile call. Yeah. So for a number of reasons. One, you know, kind of a lot of my companies are now run by young lads like yourself, who would like to see everything automated, right?
All right.
So ideally, you know, kind of, if I try it with one company and it works, well then, you know, kind of I might try and encourage some of the others to do the same. Particularly one, well, one is fairly complicated. It's in the music industry, and there's royalties and user royalties and all sorts of things. It isn't that straightforward. If you've come across something like that, but anyway, one thing at a time. Let's get
one thing at a time.
Yeah, so, let's get this working first.
Yeah.
And let me talk to Jamie about having maybe a chat with you again. Then Jamie, and we will see how, you know, kind of going forward how we can manage this. Yeah, you can pick up on electricity. You can pick up on things like Diageo, who send in their
all that. Yeah. It's just when you're busy, well, you know how busy it is with paperwork and stuff. So, like, I like talking about it because it's, you know, it's great, and the heartache is gone. But I've guys who bring in the box. You know, we're trying to get rid of them. We nearly got rid of them all now, and I'm trying to get rid of them in a nice way. I'm just trying to get. I've about 20 farmers, and they're all nice guys, but they love flipping paper, you know. And
I've one guy. I have to make him take off his wellies before he comes in.
Yeah, it's just getting them to upgrade their phone. They seem to think their phones are listening to them, and they're all the younger lads, the older guys. Jesus, the older guys are no bother. Even my dad, like, he's well in his 70s. He loves it, you know. So it's just you photograph your bill, it's there. Throw it away then. So that's the best. So to be honest here, we charge more for QuickBooks. Remember that price you saw there at the start? We deliberately charge more for QuickBooks without that text than we do with it, you know, because we're gonna say you need to go here. There's a small monthly fee for it. I mean, I'm trying to think what it is now, but it's not. You're talking 19, 29, 39 a month type levels, you know. That's the type of level you're at. Depends on the amount of transactions going through. It's all licensing. Yeah. So.
Okay. Anyway, let's get Lightspeed working first, and we'll take it from there.
Exactly. Yeah. So test it out and let me know how you're getting on tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah.
And you might need to check in. I'll leave the same link there, right? So if you need to check in, you just come back on that. Yeah. That's
great. Listen, thank you very much indeed, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Not
Nice
at all.
meeting
Have a
you.
good evening.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care, Maria. Slow on.
Bye.